teams in the BCL, CEZ Nymburk. There is the confirmation. Besiktas against CEZ Nymburk. Here coming to you from Istanbul. Two teams towards the top of Group D and two of the hottest teams colliding in Basketball Champions League action. Besiktas won their last 4 home games here in Istanbul. They haven't lost at home since the first game day in the new season in the Basketball Champions League. As we see the games in Group D, all of these games, apart from today, our one here today, will take place tomorrow night. The other 6 teams in Group D facing off. And they will be anxiously watching this game, a game which has implications at the top of the table. Besiktas, Nanterre and CEZ Nymburk all on identical 7-3 records. They've opened up a bit of breathing room before Avellino, then the 4th place team. So one of these two teams will be able to hold on to that first place position, irrelevant of the Nanterre game tomorrow night. And that is what it means to the two teams here. And we said it is a collision of two highly powered teams. CEZ Nymburk, arguably the surprise of the season in the Basketball Champions League. They have won 5 in a row now, equaling their best ever run in the Basketball Champions League. But they have now won an incredible number of games, having brought their domestic form into the Basketball Champions League. They are undefeated since November the 11th in any competition. And there we see their roster, and it will be guys, the domestic players that they have, guys like Petra Bender, the number 4 double-figure scorer for them, who will play a key role in the game here tonight. Of course, look out for Kendrick Gray as well, and Pumprilla, a veteran presence for the team. On the other side, we look at Besiktas. They come in solid performances so far in the Turkish domestic league. 11 wins and 4 losses. They see themselves in 3rd position domestically in Turkey. And then here in the Basketball Champions League, they have come in enjoying some success. They have been to the top of the Group D standings throughout the season. We will see new signing Josh Adams wearing the number 14 jersey. But his experience comes in alongside the players that you knew really well. Guys like DJ Strawberry, Don Diebler, Kinan Sapahi, Juan Palacios are household names for those Basketball Champions League fans out there. So there is the CEZ Nymburk team then coming out. We said incredible run for them in recent weeks. They are undefeated, 16-0. In the Czech Republic. They come into this one having recorded another easy victory for them in their domestic league. They defeated Opava. It was a real team performance. They placed 4 guys into double figures, led by Bojacic. He had 20 points, 11 points for Vorel, and then 12 apiece for Davis and Kendrick Gray. There really was a team performance all round. 101 points they put on the board on their way to a 26-point victory. And for Besiktas, they come into this one after the disappointment of last week. A defeat against the bottom place team at that stage, Stelma Zelona Gora. They went down 99-96 on the road, and I think they'll be frustrated with that. They really had an opportunity to separate themselves from the chasing pack, but they've been brought back into that 3-way tie now. And they'll need to get back on the winning track here. They face a difficult game next week going on the road to Aris, and they still have Nanterre to play in that final game of the regular season. That is game day 14 on the road in Nanterre in France. So head coach there, Ufak Sadica, the man in charge of Besiktas. They do come into this one off the back of a victory. Domestically, they defeated Demir this past weekend. It was 78-65. So a much better defensive performance from the team after the disappointment of giving up that 99 points last week in the Basketball Champions League. So teams go back onto the floor. Last bits of warm-up for them. It'll be an interesting battle here today. We know that Nymburk like to get out on the break. They have scored 15 points per game in transition in the regular season. The top team in the competition. So how will this Besiktas team slow them down? That'll be one way. That man there, John Diebler, hitting from the perimeter. One of the best shooters in the Basketball Champions League. 13.7 points per game for him. And there is a host of key players all around. Sertek Shanley, we got a little glimpse of him. And he is one of the men that helps Besiktas to the second best rebounding mark in the competition as they average 39 rebounds per game. Al Clark, one of the key performers in that victory domestically for Besiktas. The double-double comes into the game off that 16 points and 10 rebound game. New signing Josh Adams, adding 14 points and 5 assists after the solid first game for him in the BCL with Besiktas last week. That defeat against Zelona Gora, he had 18 points and 4 assists. Quick look at 3 officials for today's game. They're also getting ready to get underway here. So we should be in for a very entertaining game at the top of Group D. There is this starting lineup for CEZ Nymburk then. Bender, Lawrence, Bashika, Chris and Ruban. The key performers for that CEZ Nymburk team. Watch out for number 11, Dardan Berisha. Averages 17 points per game. As we see head coach Omar Amriel speaking to point guard Eugene Lawrence there. Double-figure scorer as well, 11.5 points per game, Lawrence. And now we go to the Besiktas lineup. The head coach we saw there, Mifek Surica, a man who is well known in European basketball circles. And today he will go with Adams, Strawberry, Diebler, Juan Palacios and Carl Weems. So a very experienced lineup for Besiktas on the floor. New man, Josh Adams, come in to replace Ryan Boatwright. There is Coach Surica. Still without the services of Semi Erdan. What a game this should be then. 2 heavyweights going at it. And CEZ Nymburk will be hoping to have some of that momentum that comes from winning games. And of course played in the Basketball Champions League last season. Their first inaugural campaign. Now, the players will make their way out on the floor and we will get set to get underway once more in the Basketball Champions League. It is the opening games of game day 11. And we share the tip-off with the other game, Juventus Utena versus NSC Krasnoyarsk. But we are here in Istanbul. It is Besiktas out there already on the floor in their white jerseys. And CEZ Nymburk joining them in the black. That is Juan Palacios, a defensive presence on the inside. And really, the Besiktas team come in with the household names. But CEZ Nymburk with that momentum. 5 games in a row in the Basketball Champions League, tying their largest or their best run of games in the history. It was between November and January. Here we go then, ready to get underway in Istanbul. It is game day 11 of the Basketball Champions League. Besiktas facing off against CEZ Nymburk, and it is the team from the Czech Republic that starts us off with the opening possession. Besiktas in that man-to-man defense. And a quick foul, to be called, against Besiktas. Lawrence draws a contact, and it's Adams that was lost on the ball handling of the point guard from Nymburk. And sideline possession brought him into the hands of Lawrence, but it is turned over. Adams with some good work defensively then. Made up for the foul. Got a deflection on it, Lawrence. And he couldn't take it in before he knocked it out of bounds. And we see great hands from Adams. And here he now has the ball. Into the wing. Strawberry. Finding some room, likes that screen going to the corner. Stumbles this time. And he's going to be called for the travel. Just lost his footing. Apologises to his teammates. DJ Strawberry. Great season he has had so far. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists per game. So we'll see him come off that same sort of screen action. Funny angle. He seems to like that, attacking that sideline. See if he can turn the corner and get to the ring. As Lawrence kicks it out. Umbrella puts it on the floor. Excuse me, that's Bender. And then the score is good. Petr Bender. First points on the board for CEZ Nymburk then. Bender, Umbrella, 2 key performers. And that rotation on the front line for CEZ Nymburk. As Palacios grabs in the rebound. Kicks it out to Strawberry. He enters again to the big man. 2-man game with Strawberry this time. They find Weems, and in the corner, Adams. His 3 doesn't go. Tipped out last by Palacios. And there will be possession with CEZ Nymburk. Solid defense for them. Forced the contested 3-point shot. And, importantly, they also secured the defensive rebound. As now we come down, brought down by Barisha. He pull up 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net for him. And it is a 5-0 start for CEZ Nymburk. Well, we talked about they like to get out in transition. We haven't seen it so far. We might hear, though, on the steal. Lawrence kicks ahead. Bender all the way, can't finish, but the putback also missed. Ball continues to be tapped around before Josh Adams comes and cleans it up. And now he will find Weems, but he has it tipped away. Comes up holding the fingers. Corner shot is up and good. Second 3 of the game. Wojciech Hruban knocks it down. What a start for CEZ Nymburk then. On the road, they've opened up the early lead here. And Besiktas forced into a quick timeout. They had problems guarding. They had problems on the defensive end last week, and they've given up an 8-0 start here. What a start then for the CEZ Nymburk team. Come into this one and really thrown some punches early. Come with a bit of pressure as well. See what reaction there is. And that is a great reaction from Weems. Gets up high. And that is the way to put points on the board for your team. Lawrence attacks hard, cut off well by Weems. Now he'll skip it. Penetration and the little lefty scoop shot is good. And the hot start continues. Great play from Martin Chris. As Adams will pull it out. And foul, and it's an offensive one. Lawrence comes up, holding his face. I think he got caught with an elbow. Let's have a look. It's a screen from Weems, wasn't it? Before the contact there between Krish and Weems. Oh, so, incorrect. I thought that was the offensive foul, but it wasn't. It was a foul on the defense, and I think there's some confusion with CEZ Nymburk as well. So it will stay sideline possession for Besiktas. They're trying to find some room. Eventually, Juan Palacios has to come and get it. He's going to put it on the floor, pulls up, tough shot, but Juan Palacios doing it all. A rebound in, playing defense now, playing as the point. Got to play some D, though, as he manages to get the hand up. Dardan Berisha misses the three. Strawberry. Diebler on the pick and pop is good. Well, John Diebler cannot be given room like that. As Lawrence comes the other way. Draws the double team, but decides not to kick it. He's going to isolate against Weems. Pulls up. Weems challenges it well, but it doesn't matter against Eugene Lawrence. He knocks down the three. And the hot start continues here. Strawberry's turn to bring it down. A lot of interchangeable pieces for this Besiktas team. Diebler, after hitting his first three, picks it up, finds Strawberry. Strawberry into the lane, loses it, and a foul will be called against Huban. It can be awarded as a shooting foul. So, 2 shots. First is good. As the shouts come out from the crowd here in Istanbul. Strawberry can't hit the second. Good work on the glass from Palacios. And now Strawberry picks it up, kicks it. Open look for Adams. He knocks it down. Adams, double-figure scorer in his opening few games for Besiktas, but the other way, the instant response. Krish is there for the finish. Martin Krish getting down the floor ahead of anyone else. Credit for the kick ahead as well. It was Lawrence on the great pass, I believe. That is why they are first in the Basketball Champions League in points in transition. We've seen them get steals, get out in the open floor. And he adds the bonus as well with the foul shot. Adams now brings it down, closely guarded once more. Strawberry wants this screen to be set. Here it comes. Palacios rolls hard. Strawberry will pull up. Tough shot from him. Comes up short, but there the easy putback. Defense just kind of fell asleep. Al Clark getting his first points of the evening. Now try and double team Lawrence. And he's split, tipped out of bounds. Thoughtful looking coach Siricha on the sideline. We'll see substitutions coming in. CEZ Nymburk. Boris Barac will enter the floor. Petra Bender goes out. Strong drive then. It's been a great addition for CEZ Nymburk as Dardan Berisha signed in November. 17 points, 3 rebounds a game for them. Really having a tremendous season so far. A good European pre-qualifier as well in that November window. As he has the ball now. Backs it out. Wants to attack here. A little hesitation. Crosses over. Gets Clark dancing to try and stop him, which he cannot do. Great play. And Dardan Berisha knocking it down. A strong start from him. There's the little inside pass into the hands of Sapahi, who gets the finish. Quickly the other way. CEZ Nymburk, the 3, doesn't go for Barac. Here comes the rebound and push. Palacios, his chance to run. Falls to the floor. Lawrence will pick it up. He goes the other way. Great crossover from Lawrence. And then the little feed for the easy score. Martin Krish, once again, the finisher in transition. Foul called. See the replay, a little nod of the head from Josh Adams. So Clark has the ball. Adams now. A slightly different matchup, but he turns it over. And going the other way, Kendrick Ray into the game. Finish though from Krish, doesn't go. Chance to run. There's Adams waiting, using the screen from Clark, who'll pop. Here is Clark. Feet set for the 3, knocks it down. Oh, Clark, double-double on the weekend, as I mentioned in the build-up. And now he's on the scoreboard here. Ray. Inside, easy finish. Good work, that man, once again. It is Boris Barac. Immediate impact since he come on. Diebler. So Adams, now Palacios, little jab step. Jumper doesn't go. That's Ray on the rebound. Ray trying to find some room. Feeds the mismatch on the inside, but Barac loses it. It's taken away by Adams. He'll push, but fouled first. That goes against Ruban. Of which Kuban didn't particularly like the call. Adams was off to the races though, so it wasn't the worst foul. I've saved a certain 2. Martin Krish getting a well-earned break. Goes to the bench. A lot of substitutions in and out for CEZ Nymburk. Got a deep lineup. That is Jaromir Bojacic. And for Besiktas, it will be Shetek Shanley to come in. And Sapahi brings it down. Now Clark. Shanley with the possession. Sapahi backing it down. Big guard Sapahi, and he's a very good passer. He found the cutting Diebler, missed it. The offensive rebound though once. And the putback fails to convert. Shanley had the opportunity. Look at this, out of transition. The defense chasing. Open 3, Pumprilla knocks it down. Great ball movement. CEZ Nymburk, they ran. They had Besiktas chasing them. And just showed some great poise to continue moving it until they found the open man. It's a 7-point lead now, and you've got to say, CEZ Nymburk are value for it. They're going to get possession again here after the offensive foul. 25 points already on the board for them. Trying to see who it is from CEZ Nymburk that's down. On his back, it was a screen, yeah, illegal screen there. You see Diebler. And it's Pavel Prunpula, the man who just hit the 3 at the opposite end. He's struggling. Good camera work for us to be able to see the replay. Clear foul. It is Thomas Vidal at the point guard spot there. Prunpula puts it on the floor. Seems to be okay as he just glides in for the easy 2. Well, 5 in a row from him. He's been involved all over the floor. And after giving up 99 points last week, Besiktas have given up 27 here. Still 2 minutes left, really, in the first quarter. Sapahi trying to be that passer out of the low post once again. Shanley is double-teamed. Gives up the 3 for Clark, and he'll knock it down. Now, they double-teamed Shanley. Couldn't rotate quick enough to get out to Earl Clark. And he punished him. Rai steps back, shoots over Diebler. Can't hit it. Not the best shot for CEZ Nymburk. So often we see them with really free-flowing offenses, but just kind of stuck with Kendrick Ray on that possession. There's now Shanley. No double team coming this time. Foul will go against Boris Badac. Team fouls mean that Shanley will be at the line. I don't think he needs to foul him here. Shanley hasn't shown scoring ability yet in this game. He averages 9 points per game. As Lawrence getting set to come, Kendrick Ray in a quick conversation with Coach Amadel over there on the side. Trying to figure out the offensive play calls for this last 71 seconds of the first quarter. Shanley at the line then. Trying to cut into this 6-point lead. Does so successfully on the first. High scoring first quarter from both these teams. It'll suit CEZ Nymburk. This is the game they like to play. Besiktas need to try and get some control on the defensive end if they can. Opportunity here. They'll come with some pressure. Pass ahead goes into the hands of Ray. And now the open 3. Wojciech can't knock it down. Quick shot. Gives possession straight back to Sapahi, and a foul against Ray. Sends Besiktas to the line once more. It's twice. CEZ Nymburk committed fouls that they really didn't want to. You've got to be so smart with the way that you use your fouls in the modern game. Knowing when and when not to foul is an important part of tactical play. When are you going to use those fouls to stop easy baskets? And this is not a time that you want to foul. Other team just bringing the ball down the floor. Hadn't even got into an offense. The ball was no threat whatsoever to score. And you've just gifted a player like Sapahi 2 points as he converts both of them from the line. They come with that press again. Broken by CEZ Nymburk. Has caused them problems though. Just taken away the rhythm really offensively now. Just 10 on the clock as they have it. Jeremy Wojciech comes off the screen. Now it's the chance of Vidal. He'll take the 3. Look at Ray! Down the middle. Where did that come from? Kendrick Ray got up high and made up for the foul on the other end. Sapahi holding and waiting here, trying to hold out for the final shot of the first quarter. Clark on the pick and pop. Defense left him, but they've still got a chance here. 5 on the clock. Prunpula trying to find some room into the hands of Vidal. His 3 comes up short though. And a high-scoring first quarter comes to an end. I'm not sure who will be the happiest Besiktas have scored freely, but giving up 29 points will not please them, as CEZ Nymburk on the road have this 29-25 lead over Besiktas. Let's look at the numbers. Obviously, great from both sides because of the high scoring. And I've got to say, offense in the ascendancy right now for both teams. There's been no problem for either of them to move the ball. CEZ Nymburk definitely have managed to play their game, getting out in transition. There is the Kendrick Ray putback. As we're seeing some of the highlights of this first quarter, a lot of offense from both teams. Started with that Petra Bender pull-up. That's the first points of the night. And it just continued throughout, really. CEZ Nymburk and then also Besiktas really have found their offensive form. There's Carl Weems' first points for Besiktas, the baseline drive, showing his athleticism. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments might be made here in the second quarter for either team, or will this hot start continue? Back to action as quarter number 2 gets underway. Besiktas have possession. Sapahi out there alongside Clark, Strawberry, Weems and Shanley. Clark here, he had a strong start, gets it deep in the lane. Chases after it, but the rebound into the hands of Pumprilla. Foul called against Carl Weems. And CEZ Nymburk will have sideline possession. Pavel Pumprilla walks to the side. He will bring it in for his team. And he now gives it to Thomas Viral, point guard. He's out there with Ray, Barac, and still the same 5 with Bojacic out there too. And Sapahi sets off, finds Weems, second dunk of the game from Weems. Good push in transition. It was the chance of Besiktas that time to get into the open floor. Hasn't happened that often so far. Ray now attacks that middle once more. We've seen his athleticism. Couldn't find the pass. Looking for the man in the corner. I think it was Jaromir Bojacic. That's the open man, but Strawberry got a hand to it. Vidal goes out. Good spell for him and Ray as well. Good play off the bench from those two. Starters back in. Adisha penetrates, and that is Bojacic. Can't hit the 3. Long pass, though, straight back to him. This time he gives it to Lawrence, who fires a 3. He comes up short as well. They don't hesitate, CEZ Nymburk, in firing up the open look from beyond the 3-point line. They're happy to shoot quickly. It's the style of game they impose. And now Clark has a little room. Takes the contact. Bender just late to rotate over, really. Doing all he can after the attempted steal from Pavel Pumprilla. Left open the lane for El Clark. Substitution. Pumprilla will go to the bench. As Clark goes to the line. Came out of the University of Louisville. El Clark back in 2009. And spent a lot of time in the NBA. Played in China as well. And then he's come to Besiktas for the last 2 seasons. 13.5 points per game last year in the Turkish top flight. Nice trap does eventually cause this to turnover. I was about to say, failed in getting the steal, but a loose pass sees it go out of bounds to Besiktas. Substitutions then. Shanley goes out. There is Weems to Palacios, he was that sub. And Josh Adams onto the floor as well. There he is, the open look. Look at, straight off the bench, Josh Adams with an impact. And his three gives the lead to Besiktas then. For a timeout is called by CEZ Nymburk. As they will took this one over. It's not been a strong start for them at the beginning of this second quarter. Little look into the timeouts of either team then. The caption came up. The key statistic, 5 of 8 from beyond the three-point line for Besiktas. Really have shot the ball well. Multiple guys knocked him down as Josh Adams got in on the act just before that timeout. And for Nymburk, they've gone beyond the three-point line, but haven't been overly successful. We saw Alexander Davis in for his first action. There's the number 21. Out of the timeout, Besiktas come with that pressure once more. It's been successful. Lawrence breaks it, but again, just controlling that tempo is the idea for Besiktas. A lot of switching for them as Lawrence blasts past but can't finish over Palacios. Strawberry thinks about running, but they will wait and give it over to Adams. Sapahi looked like he had some room. Defense from CEZ Nymburk looked like a matchup zone. They can't leave Adams open. He's just hit one, make it two. Oh, the defense, I'm not sure if it was the matchup zone or if they just lost their assignments. But Adams, far too much room as he ran along the baseline. Well found by his team and near steal. Gives up the open shot. And if you can't convert them, it invites Besiktas to run on you. The 4-point advantage now for the Turkish team here at home in Istanbul. Palacios sending people through. Sapahi, oh, good feed. Sapahi finds Palacios wide open. Just sold it with the eyes. Sapahi, the defense all thought he was going to the perimeter. Great play from him as the quick three the other way doesn't go. And this is the problem for CEZ Nymburk. They shoot the three and don't make them. Can invite Besiktas onto them. Hands from Adams. He's been everywhere since he came in off the bench. He'll pull up. He's made 2 in a row. The heat check. Moves it back to CEZ Nymburk. Lawrence trying to find some room. There he is. Good feed. Bender finishes on the inside. Stops the run. First points of the second quarter, would you believe? For CEZ Nymburk then. 10-2 run for Besiktas. Sapahi backing it out. Wants the mismatch against Bender, who fouls him, and Sapahi gets the score. Oh, a response out of the quarter break. We said Besiktas struggled off defensively last week, struggled in that first quarter defensively, but what an adjustment by them. They gave up 29 points in the first 10 minutes, and now in the first 4 minutes of this second half, they've given up just 2 points, 12 of their own now, and they've gone from trailing by 4 to leading by 6. Sabahi knocks it down. 7 points from him. He goes out to high fives, rightly so as well. And Diebler comes back in. Lawrence trying to find some room. Pulls up. It's short, and the bigger Besiktas team will come away with a defensive rebound. Adams again pushes, finds Strawberry! Oh, great play from Besiktas. And you've got to give them credit. The press back to zone, the press back to man really caused problems. Changed the rhythm of the game here. Nymburk without that transition opportunity. They've lost all their rhythm offensively, and in the half court, the size of Besiktas is causing them problems. Every time they miss, a Turkish team rebound and looking to run. It's Adams on the ball. A little shovel, no-look pass to Strawberry. And since he came back, started the game, Adams, but since he came back onto the floor, everywhere. 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist for him. Besiktas just dominating this second quarter so far. 15-2 run. CEZ Nymburk, who come into this one a 17-game win streak in all competitions. Might be under threat here. There's another steal. Strawberry got hands on it once again. 17 in all competitions, 5-game streak in the Basketball Champions League for Nymburk. This is a tough place to play though, as Diebler got a clean look. And will stay with Besiktas though, as it was tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Martin Krish. Shot clock reset to 14 seconds. Palacios attacking the ring hard. Gets the foul and will go to the line. Now, just dropped that shoulder, didn't he? Juan Palacios would not be denied. Petra Benda is going to go swiftly to the bench here after he picked up the foul. Just physically, wasn't much he could do to try and slow down Juan Palacios. That's the 3rd foul against Benda. So he's been swiftly replaced by Barac. And Juan Palacios will be at the line. Four points, 3 rebounds for Palacios. Colombian international. Manages to make the second. Had a strong game in the FIBA, or spell in the FIBA America Cup in 2017. 12.7 rebounds for Colombia. As now the pressure comes again. It was tipped, but it came off Strawberry last. He thought his team were going to have it. The referee disagreed. Shanley has come in to replace Palacios after those free throws. Nymburk this time break the press and had the opportunity for an easy score, but it goes to Adams. Oh, he leaves it on the plate for Strawberry. Adams using that explosive quickness in transition. Beat everyone down the floor. And now Ray will come off this screen, trying to find something for his team. Ray, good pass, easy finish for Badac. A rare, easy basket in this second quarter for CEZ Nymburk then. Just their 4th point of the quarter so far. Shanley backing it down, spins against Badac. He got so deep, but it rolls out on him. He'll get the offensive rebound. Double teamed. Can he find an open man? He finds Clark. On the miss 3. An offensive rebound. 3 offensive rebounds in this possession for Surtek Shanley. He falls to the floor. And just looking. 7 offensive rebounds for Besiktas in this game. They lead the rebounding 19-11. Team fouls now against CEZ Nymburk. Eventually getting into Sapahi. Adams waits and clears, so they go to Shanley. Powers it home. The run continues. 18-4 now. 24 run in this second quarter for Besiktas. Ray trying to stop it on his own. Last time an assist, this time draws the foul, but only the second of the quarter. Sapai, just those loose hands. They're going to give shots. I think that's the conversation that Besiktas are having as well. It isn't team fouls against Besiktas. Referee's just talking it over. It is sideline possession. Good work from the officials just to, talk, make sure they have the correct call. And Nymburk going to turn it over here. Oh, it looked like they took a foot into the backcourt before they threw it back. But it stays with Nymburk. They can't punish Besiktas though as the 3 misses. And Adams will come down the floor the other way. Adams into Clark. Clark powers his way to the basket. Not much Pumfrilla can do to stop that. He's going to need to get some double team help there. There's another turnover from CEZ Nymburk. They're trying to raise the tempo. But if they go quickly and foul to score, they're just feeding the beast that is Besiktas right now. Poor pass from Adams. Gives it back. This is the opportunity to run for Nymburk. Ray, though, is held. And now Badac fouled as he puts it on the floor. Sideline possession. Jaromir Boyacek will bring it in. Diebler just goes through a quick conversation as he goes out. Ray now. They're going to rely on him to be the creative force here. Nymburk. He's well guarded by Adams. Open look for Badac. Step into the perimeter, but it comes up short. They haven't hit the 3 consistently here tonight. CEZ Nymburk. Just 4 of 16. Adams to Sapahi. Keep feeding. Oh, Clark, they like this matchup for him. He draws the double team and leaves Sapahi open. Can't finish, but there is the easy rebound and score from Strawberry. There's the quick jumper. Misses everything. Besiktas will come the other way, we said. You're going to need to double team Clark with this matchup he has. And the moment you do that, leaves somebody else open. Here is Clark picking up the loose pass. This time Shanley on the inside. Jump hook. short. Wojciech is pushing the other way. The high floating shot falls and is good for Dardan Berisha. But he has been very quiet indeed. Berisha, as a timeout is called. Last 90 seconds or so of this first half, and Besiktas called the timeout. Have had a fantastic second quarter. They have dominated this period 24-6 right now for this 14-point lead, 49-35. Back to action then. A really crucial last few minutes of this first half. If you're a CEZ Nymburk player or fan, you need to try and get some momentum after such an impressive first quarter. Get something back in this second quarter and to end the first half. Right now, Besiktas with all the momentum. Now, bullying on the inside as Shanley kicks it out. No room for him. Shot clock to 5 as they give it back, but good hands from Ray. Getting the steal and pushing in transition. Draws the foul, throws it up. Won't go. Interesting to see. Will he be given shots for that, or will it be a sideline possession once more? It's a good push from Ray. He's in a difficult position, really. Kendrick Ray trying to be the creative force without, you know, having the ball stick too much. Weems will come back in. Strawberry goes to the bench. Second foul picked up by DJ Strawberry. Just a bit of precaution. He doesn't pick up that third right now here. Final minute. Quick step. But his shot has it rejected. Sapahi looking it around. He's got a 4-on-3. Finds Adams. Adams turns it over. No, well picked up by Shanley. And Besiktas will settle here. Take their time. Last possession of the first half. Clark. Back to a wide open Sapahi. He blows the layup, but puts it home. Excuse me, there's 30 seconds left. A little problem with the clock down on your screens. Now a look at the shot clock up there. 30 seconds remains. As CEZ Nymburk get an easy one of their own. Now this will be the final possession of the first half. Shot clock is off. Adams will hold and wait. He is in no hurry here. Josh Adams will use the screen now. Plays against the switch. Adams steps back. Foot was on the line. Long two. Doesn't go. Rebound goes to Clark. Will he get it away in time? No, he won't. So a good minute or so to finish for CEZ Nymburk, but still it cannot really hide the domination of Besiktas in that second quarter. At the half, it is Besiktas 51, CEZ Nymburk 37. Well, it is not the scoreline we expected. After the first 10 minutes, CEZ Nymburk free-flowing offensively in that first quarter. They scored 29 points, but then that 25% three-point shooting really came back to haunt them. They took some quick threes, some quick shots, weren't able to hit them. especially that rebounding battle dominated by Besiktas. They grabbed defensive rebounds, ran in transition, and then whenever they missed, they were there with one of those 10 offensive rebounds for some easy putbacks and just use that size advantage they have on the inside. So questions for CEZ Nymburk then. 17-game win streak in all competitions, 5-game win streak in the Basketball Champions League. Maybe coming to an end here. They've done well to get a grasp of first position in Group D, and they will not be wanting to let that go easily. They are a team that can put points on the board in a hurry, as we saw in that first quarter, so it'll be interesting to see how they'll be able to come back in this third quarter, or have Besiktas managed to work out how to play and be successful against this fast-paced Nymburk team. Oh, we will take a break from action here from Istanbul. We'll be back in about 10 minutes' time. So take a break, but make sure you stay with us here on Live Basketball. We'll have a full night of Basketball Champions League action ahead. And right now, it is the top of Group D clash between Besiktas and CEZ Nymburk. We'll be back as Besiktas have this 51-37 lead. Welcome back to Istanbul then. It is half-time here. Game day 11 of the Basketball Champions League as we start to approach the end of this regular season. It is Group D, where it is very much all to play for. 3 teams tied at the top of the table. 2 of them here playing for you right now. Besiktas versus CEZ Nymburk. And it is the Turkish team with a commanding 51-37 lead. If you're just joining us, though, it has not been plain sailing for the Turkish team. They trailed by 4 at the end of that first quarter. CEZ Nymburk scoring 29 points in the first 10 minutes, but then it all changed in the second period. Besiktas put on a defensive clinic, really holding the Czech Republic team to just 8 points in that second quarter, scoring 26 of their own. And they've opened up now this sizable lead, 14 points. We do know that CEZ Nymburk have the ability to come back, though. They are first in the Basketball Champions League in points scored in transition. So if they can find a way to get this tempo back to the way they like it, they have a chance. But the defense of Besiktas in that second quarter really did just stranglehold the tempo of the Czech team. So we're underway. CEZ Nymburk ball. They come out with Bender, Prilla, Lawrence, Berisha, and Pedika. Pedika seeing his first action. As the quick 3 from that man, Pedika. In and out. As Besiktas then grab yet another rebound, an area they've dominated in the first half. Go with Clark, Adams, Shanley, Strawberry, and Weems. Clark here, the leading scorer, only man in double figures with 10. Misses the first possession from Prilla now. Penetrated, has it rejected by Weems. Back to CEZ Nymburk then. Off the screen, Berisha finds the wide open man. And Pedika, who knocks it down. Well, he had 1-3. Couldn't hit it. The second look, though. Pedika is able to knock it down. Strawberry trying to find an option. Eventually finds Clark. Shot clock to 7 now. Strawberry loses it. Who's going to pick it up? It is CEZ Nymburk. Now a chance to run for them. Lawrence, well guarded. Has to bring it back out again. Chris kicks it. Oh, excuse me. Bender kicks it, and another 3. Second of the third quarter. Berisha knocks it down. And the 3-point shooting, so often the key for CEZ Nymburk. We saw in the second quarter when they couldn't knock them down, how that affected them. 6th of 3 of the game now. They were 4 of 17 in that first half. Clark squares up. Oh, how pretty is that? Oh, Clark. Reverse pivot, quick little jab, frees up some space, and he knocks it down. Lawrence straight to the ring, has it rejected. Clark snatches in the rebound after the good defensive play by Shanley. Clark will give it straight back. Frustrated man on the side. That's a good fact. Sharica. Frustrated at the sloppy turnover by his team. Rightly so, really. Shouldn't be committing turnovers like that. They will get it straight back. No. Good fight from Prilla. Now gives it back. Berisha trying to find some room. Well guarded by Palacios. Finds the open man, Pedika. His 3 doesn't go. Another rebound for Besiktas. And the size advantage they have. Well, not just size, actually. The athleticism, strength in the inside. Means it's been difficult indeed for Nymburk to get rebounds. And they're going to have to make a lot of those first shot attempts to have any chance of coming back. They have got it to a 10-point game, though. So they've been chipping away the lead, and an offensive foul here against Juan Palacios. Good work from Bender. Bender in a good denial stance. Palacios just pushes him out of the way. Good work from our officials. Sloppy period for Besiktas then. Alicia trying to find some room, gives it over to Lawrence. Lawrence. Stop and go. That has it rejected by Palacios. They really have protected the ring well. That front line of Besiktas, especially on switches. Fifth block of the game for the team. The three doesn't go, and there is Palacios pushing. Now behind his back, and he is fouled. And Prilla, little smile. Who's the official? Yeah, which wasn't quite in stance. There's the Pavel from Prilla. One of 6 players for CEZ Nymburk that played in the Czech Republic national team in that November window. Palacios has it rejected by Bender, and then got another hand on it. Third attempt will be Palacios going to the line. Tenacity from Juan Palacios then. It was rejected twice, but stayed with it. Look at this. Good work from him. Discussion for Petr Bender. And there's Palacios. Can't hit the first. Crowd silences before the second. Still the lead, only 10 though. And it will remain that way after 0 of 2 for Juan Palacios. Lawrence. And now from Prilla for 3. Now they made 2 early in that third quarter, missed their last few now. Adams in no hurry. Just the steadiest team here. As Strawberry goes to Adams in the corner. Adams draws 2, finds Palacios. Palacios forcing it up though, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. Palacios had the opportunity, I think, to kick to the perimeter. Trying to power his way to the basket though. And Nymburk doing a better job of crowding out the inside than they did in that first quarter, that first half. They tried to play it one-on-one. At that time it didn't work. As now Lawrence collects it, 7 on the clock. Finds the open man, Berisha. Get the drop. Clark the rebound. And Besiktas goes to Strawberry. Now Clark, that's better ball movement. And Clark will knock down the 3. Great play from DJ Strawberry. One dribble, drew the help, and found the open man. Really simple stuff from him. Now, the defense again switching. Palacios doing a good job once more. And Clark collecting rebounds for fun right now. Pulls in his 8th of the game. Lawrence will be called for the foul. You see Adams on the crossover. Lawrence went for the steal. Weems to the bench. He's replaced by John Diebler, who's been quiet. 1 of 4 shooting for Diebler, just a 1-3. Adams looking for the foul, but won't get it. And Ray, who's come back into the game, gets it back here now against Clark. He's a man that can break down the mismatch. And Kendrick Ray has a scoring pedigree. First job professionally after graduating from college in the United States. Puts 2 more in the book. Just 4 points for him though. Adams back to Strawberry. Strawberry gliding in, but bounce is clear. Ray will push. Diebler fouls him. See, Diebler knew exactly what he was doing. Shuffle of the pack again. Adams goes out. Sapahi in. And happy to switch this full screen. Besiktas, they do have great mobility in their bigs. You've got the offensive rebound there from Brilla, fouled by Clark. That'll be baseline. Second team foul against Besiktas. Lawrence wanders to the bench. Thomas Rual comes back in. Another one of those internationals for the Czech Republic. Lovely finish from Bender. It was a good pass from Viral. It's a fine Bender, but he still had work to do. Gracios, I'm not sure where he was going there. As we're going to have a timeout here. Both teams just come a little unstuck in this third quarter. After some such really good basketball in the first half. We'll talk it over here. And Besiktas will call the timeout. I don't think we're going to get much of a view into that timeout. Coach Zarica was not keen to have us look deep inside. And we see the numbers. 3-point shooting the difference for me. CEZ Nymburk need to shoot it well. They aren't going to get a lot of offensive rebounds in the game, 6 in total. So they cannot shoot 25% from the 3-point line. 24 attempts for them. Compare that to Besiktas, who are 45%, and they've got 12 offensive rebounds as well. Really is a big difference. Nymburk possession as we come out of the timeout then. Vidal to bring it down. No pressure once more from Besiktas. They used that so well in that first half. Just slow down Nymburk. Good feet to the inside, Bender. Oh, great step through. Just a little extra pivot from him. Saw him get the room to finish. Strawberry to Clark. Way above the 3-point line at the moment, but now it's going to be Diebler for 3. Doesn't go. Not been a great shooting night from him. Ray gets it back from Pedica. Pulls the trigger. Sapahi taking his time. Nymburk are chipping away though, despite the fact they haven't been able to shoot the ball as well as they would have liked. This end has been good for them. They've held Besiktas to just 5 points in this third quarter. That's going to hurt them though. As it looks like that is going to be foul number 4 against Petr Bender. Yeah, just levered his man out of the way. Shanley won't get the statistic for that. But he won't get a rebound. But credit to him. Positioning. Drew the foul against his teammate, against the opposition, and now surely Bender is going to have to go out. Expect to see Badac come in. Shanley with the bonus of adding the free throw as well. points then for CEZ Nymburk. And there is the substitution. It is Badac to come in. Bender goes out. There he is. Badac 4 points in that first half. Clark will take a rest as well. Boyacek picks it up. Finds video. Now Boyacek again. To Ray. Ray, beautiful gliding finish from Kendrick Ray. 6 now for him on the game. Sapahi will pull up. Rattles and drops. Sapahi knocking it down. Scored well in his first spell. Moves him into double figures. 11 points personal. Second man there for Besiktas. As the 3 from Villarreal is good. Ray doing a good job again that time, creating the shot. This time for his teammate rather than himself. He's got to play some defense against Strawberry here though. And Strawberry will use the screen from Shanley, pull up, and he gets the instant response. So Ray, after giving up, getting the 3 for his teammate there, and the one made against him the opposite end. Luau waits, hits the high post, and will get it back. Thought about it. His turn to kick to Ray, but first the foul will be called against Strawberry. Strawberry Sandy got the ball. It's a big lunge from him. That's what the official went with. Now Ray kicks it wide open, look. Pass was just off. Villarreal's got to go with 5 on the clock. Feeds Badac on the inside, offensive foul. Drawn by Strawberry. Boris Badac had the mismatch. And you can see him trying to hold his ground, just bullied Strawberry with that shoulder. Referee didn't like it. Credit to DJ Strawberry, got the position, held his ground well. And that's Sapahi then. Goes over to Strawberry. Strawberry feeds the inside. Shanley steps through and gets the roll. Inside the final minute, Besiktas have responded. Put this back up to a double-digit lead now. And Nymburk just edge it into single digits by the end of this third quarter. They want to go to Ray. He's been productive for them. He gets the open look here. It's into the hands of Pedica and he knocks it down. Once more, Kendrick Ray draws the double team. This time, there's one extra pass to find Pedica, who's just knocked down his third 3, I believe, of this third quarter. The response though, Shanley. Pedica, that's in fact his second 3 of this quarter. And after hitting that, he's going to pick up the foul. And it will be a 3-point play for CEZ Nymburk. Strawberry goes out, wanting to pick up that third foul. Good work on the sideline. Shanley 10 points, the 4th man into double figures now for Besiktas. Consistent spread scoring effort from them. Last possession of the third quarter. Ray has it, 7 on the clock. He'll pull up for 3 and knock it down. Kendrick Ray. This is the offense right now for CEZ Nymburk. As the third quarter comes to an end, Ray's moved to 9 points, 3 assists and 5 rebounds. And there's a glimmer of hope still for CEZ Nymburk as they trail 67-60. The numbers there. CEZ Nymburk, I know got themselves to the line once, but a 3-point shot Such an equaliser. They made 9 threes now. Percentages edging higher and higher for them. I think it was 4 they made in that quarter alone. And it's another strong period, really. 23-16 they took that third quarter. After the 4-point advantage over the first quarter, it's just, you know, the offense that deserted them in quarter number 2, where they scored just 8. There is one of the threes. As we'll see some of the action from both sides. Now Clark leads the way, 15 points. Said Besiktas have 4 double figures scorers. As Clark is joined by Sapahi with 11, and then Strawberry and Shanli, who have 10. On the other side, just the lone man in double figures, Gardan Berisha, who has 10 points on 4 of 11 shooting. Despite the domination in that second quarter of Besiktas, they'll be nervous here. It's only that quarter they've won, and another one like we've seen in quarters 1 and 3 from CEZ Nymburk will make this one very interesting indeed going down the stretch. Josh Adams is back in for Besiktas as they're trying to get Diebler going. Run a couple of plays for him, but he's been well guarded. Defensive rotation on point for Nymburk. Adams now trying to find some room. Kicks it. Open 3 for Wims. And he'll knock it down. Buzzer sounding. Defense had a hand up. Carl Weems knocks down the tough 3 to regain his double-digit lead. Henrik Ray just dances in for 2 more. They changed the defensive strategy. They tried to drop and protect the ring, but he saw the speed advantage he had. Goes straight to the basket as Adams will respond. His long 2 doesn't go. Foul. Weems out and stopping the transition opportunity of Bojicic. Jermo Bojicic scoreless here tonight as the man who is second on the team in scoring for the Czech Republic in that November scoring window. 14 points per game for him. He is a man with pedigree. See if they can get him going in this fourth quarter. Penetration and foul against Weems as the basket is good. Thomas Viral gets the basket. Weems doesn't like the call. Nymburk could be within 5 here. There's the foul though. Viral did well to maintain the composure and finish the shot. Bonus is good for him. 5-point game then. Sapahi will have it and reverse back into the hands of Adams. But an offensive foul against Sertek Shanli. Diebler speaks to the officials, but what a run this is. Nymburk just chipping away. Kendrick Ray has really had an influence over these last few minutes. 11 points now for him as Palacios will come back in for Shanli. It'll be interesting to see, will Palacios be able to switch these ball screens and pick up Ray? They slip into the zone this time and they're going to give up the open 3. No, Pedica gets it inside. Now it's taken. Bounce is clear. Bojicic still can't get it going. Sapahi calls for the screen. Just to turn the corner before he finds Adams. Adams spinning and drawing the foul against Viral. He got the ball to start with, but then he got a lot of skin as well. Thomas Viral. Diebler going out Adams will be at the line. Another strong game for him. That one coming up short. This one could make it 3 straight in double figures. It does. Back-to-back double-figure scoring games to open his Basketball Champions League campaign with Besiktas. Unfortunately, right now, his team has the 6-point lead. Way into the hands. Rural. Now they'll go to the corner along the baseline. And one! As the buzzer goes. Great finish. Bojacic, we said, he is a man who can score. Been held scoreless until that point. But look at the strong drive along the baseline. This to make it a 3-point game. Game on here, still a long way to go in this one. Two teams who come in with identical 7-3 records in the Basketball Champions League. Close together here. 7:44 remaining, 4th quarter. Strawberry then will collect it high, wants the rescreen. Good defense from Nymburk. Palacios trying to use that power, kicks it. Weems open, look for 3. He's fouled, and he'll get the score as well. That is a great response for Besiktas then. They designed the play to go inside to Palacios. He was unselfish, found Weems. Not only did he make it, he'll get the bonus here. Pedica committing the foul. A poor one. Oh, he was trying to challenge the shooter. Should never give the opportunity for the bonus here. Ray. Come off the ball screen. Trying to find some room. They can't, so there's Bojacic. Still no space before Adams draws the foul. There's the foul. And so at the line. Thomas Villarreal. He averages 3 points per game for CEZ Nymburk in the Basketball Champions League. The same numbers for the Czech Republic in that November window. Second is good for him. Seven points. Game now. Foul. The body's flying all over the floor. Palacios went stumbling. Not sure how that happened. He just got pushed by the tensions of Barac. This is when Nymburk have to be sensible with these fouls. They can give up one more. They want to use it at the right time. Trying to stop a scoring opportunity rather than cheaply out here on the perimeter. Strawberry pulls up. It was too clean a look for DJ Strawberry. He's had a very impressive game, Strawberry. 13 points, 6 assists, 5 of 7 from the field. High efficiency from him. As Barac tries to respond, can't. Besiktas, after being close to a 3-point game just a minute ago, now they've responded and make it a 12-point lead. Timeout is called. CEZ Nymburk, we're at the line, down 4, chance to cut it to 3. And now, blink of an eye, that lead for Besiktas has jumped to 12. Timeout called by Nymburk.
So what you do, you are not pushing up, and you are not making quick show. You play in between. So your man is, you are not helping this guy, and you are not helping on the shot. Okay? I want to move the ball. I want us to move the ball. Play motion or two. You can come on the you can play sometimes. Okay? But move it. Push the ball, clean. And move it like we did before, around, and then we can drive. Kick. If you hesitate one more time about two, I will not play. You are open, you shoot the ball. Okay?
Go for rebound!
Let's go. Okay.
Besiktas back out onto the floor. It's 7:40 as we see the numbers of Josh Adams having another strong game. With 7:40 left in the fourth quarter, it was a that 4-point game. But now, a minute and a half later, the game completely different. Can Nymburk respond? Lawrence back into the game, comes up short. Rare offensive rebound for them though. Bender, he's back out there playing with those 4 fouls. Trying to isolate Adams on the mismatch from Wojciech will pull up, can't get it. Great offensive rebound from Ray, and he is fouled. The size of the front line for Besiktas has so often dominated the glass, but 2 offensive rebounds in a row. Exactly the type of plays Nymburk need right now in this game. The effort plays to try and get them back in it. Wojciech goes out. Ray continues his strong run, making the first. Lead man in points and rebounds for his team. Now, 13 points, 6 rebounds for him. 3 assists thrown in there as well. Palacios hands it over to Adams. Opportunity to run some time here. Besiktas in no hurry. Sapahi will wait, and now he has to attack with 5 on the clock. Gets all the way and lays it up. Kenan Sapahi has won throughout his career at the pro level, mainly as a reserve, yes, but in junior competitions he is part of that golden generation of Turkish junior teams. Medal winner and multiple European championships. Knows exactly what it takes to win. That's why he's out there on the floor with the ball in his hands, controlling the game here. After the stop, he'll bring it down once more. Using the screen, running into Juan Palacios. He'll set a couple more for him. Sapahi into the hands of Adams for 3. Well, Josh Adams moves to 15. He points over to Sapahi, says thank you very much. Been a good addition, Adams. 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists here tonight. Nymburk are going to burn the timeout as this lead has jumped to 15 here. 85-70. Picks up the keyword fire there. Expect a little bit of trap coming from CEZ Nymburk then as we see Kendrick Ray. First professional season, as I said, the great numbers. Hasn't shot the 3 particularly well, but a man out of Kennesaw State. first conference in the Atlantic 7 last year. Having now that success here at the international stage. As here gets into the lane and turns it over. Well, he got deep and beat his man, but perhaps had to stop half a step earlier or look to kick. Drew the contact. And then he couldn't finish. So moisture on the ball. That'll be dealt with as Ray. Looks like he's going to go out here. Back in comes Dardan Berisha. Berisha's been quite quiet in this one. He averages 17 points per game. 10 here tonight. But hasn't been an exciting 10. It's just kind of chipped away. They'd need a couple of, well, they'd love a couple of baskets from him as Strawberry knocks down another one. Now, 6 of 9 from the field. DJ Strawberry, oh, 6 of 8, excuse me. 16.6 assists for him. Bumprilla. Now here it is, Berisha getting to the ring. Finish, Weems takes away the rebound. 2-on-1, watch out. Strawberry throws it up, but Adams loses it on the way out. Bumprilla. Berisha now finds the little short jump shot that comes in and out for Huban. And the rebound tipped and goes out. Timeout will be called. We're going to the huddles once again. As Besiktas leading by 18, not in a major panic stations yet, but they'll not want to see their team throw this lead away. And plays like lobs. See their domination on the glass, 43 to 25. See if there can be one final push. Talk from Besiktas, they'll know. I've got such a great opportunity here as we see another key performer in the game. We talked about that. That's 16 points for Strawberry. You can see the 6 assists he had and the impressive 6 of 9 shooting. Tremendous efficiency from him. Clark forced way into the backcourt to collect it. Now Strawberry hits it over to Josh Adams. They want this matchup with Clark. They've gone to it a lot. So often it's been good for him, but this time he'll be called for the travel. Nymburk. Time getting short for them, trailing by 18. 3:15 left. Oh, good stop and go from Lawrence, and he will go to the line. Just the little hesitation in the dribble froze the defender. Yeah, you can see contact from him. Lawrence will be at the line. First is good. Tough night for Lawrence. 4 points, 4 assists. 1 of 8 from the field. And look at this. Strawberry all alone. Mental breakdown from CEZ Nymburk there. Let's see Strawberry take off. Huban, quick fire 3, doesn't get it. Long rebound into the hands of Lawrence. Lawrence. And now 3 on the other side for Pedica. He knocks it down. He shot it well, Pedika. Third three for him. He'll move to double figures now, 11. And the foul is called. That's against Lawrence. Team fouls now against CEZ Nymburk. This is the little trapping defense that we're talking about in the timeout. Just try and speed the game up, see if they can get some steals. Get out in the open floor, as we said. You know, they are very good at being successful. Josh Adams then. And now Strawberry drawing a lot of attention. Gives it to Adams to take a three. Not sure that's the best shot for Besiktas at this time in the game. Just need to move the ball, draw the pressure out to them. Ruban back to Lawrence. Lawrence trying to go against Palacios, who fouls him this time. Palacios has done such a good job on that switch, though. So rare. He's been beaten on dribble penetration. Such a weapon for Besiktas to have. You know, him and Clark and their ability to guard the perimeter really is impressive. So often teams have to hedge or show, and it means then everybody else is chasing, trying to make up for them. Besiktas don't have that problem as Lawrence getting himself to the line. Down the second. Pressure comes once more. Adams just has the speed to burst away from any double team. Goes to Sapahi. He'll use his young age, but his experience here. He'll draw the double team. And now he gets it back. He's in no hurry. Kicks it to Clark. Clark with three on the clock. Goes to Adams. He's going to have to force one up here. Doesn't go. Wasn't the worst possession because they used the full 24. Besiktas. Lawrence now. Pedika on the pick and pop. Was well guarded. From Prilla takes his three. Doesn't go. Another offensive rebound. Pedika doesn't go. And time ticking away for CEZ Nymburk then. The win streak might be coming to an end here in Istanbul. 5-game run in the Champions League. A 17-game run in all competitions. Sapahi couldn't handle it. Well, we've got 70 seconds left here for CEZ Nymburk. Lawrence, he's behind the back, will stay with Nymburk though, as he was deflected out of bounds. The Besiktas players don't agree with that. He took this turn over, let's have a look. Now, I can't really see from that angle. At first look, I thought that was the wrong call, but now looking at it again, definitely a hand close by from Kenan Sapahi. He's looking it over on the monitor. Make sure we've got the correct call. And it wasn't touched by Sapahi. So they'll change the call. Good work from the officials. Make sure that's right. As now we hit 1 minute left. Besiktas bring it down. Defeat the pressure this time quite simply. And they will use another 20 seconds or so here. Sapahi draws the foul. And it will be 2 shots for Kenan Sapahi. Smart play from him. And Thriller just trying to hold his ground. Sapahi sensibly creates the contact and goes to the line now. First bounce is clear. It's a good game though. Sapahi, 22 years of age now. Feels like he's been around for a long time. As he moves to 14 points on the game. Lawrence kicks it out. Loose pass, and the defense recovers well. Tough three, misses everything. Pedica trying to find some room. It will stay with CEZ Nymburk, but 6 on the clock. A shot clock, that is. 31 on the game clock. Quick fade to the corner as the three is good. Berisha knocks it down. He moves to 13, cuts it to an 11-point game. Adams gets it into Sapahi's hands, and CEZ Nymburk will back off here. See this game out. Sapahi has to take one final shot. He drives, can't finish. And Nymburk taking the rebound, and will wait the clock out here. The crowd stand to applause. A good victory for Besiktas. They were made to work by CEZ Nymburk, but the Czech team will see their run of 5 games in the Basketball Champions League come to an end here. And Besiktas, after the disappointment of that defeat last week, regain top spot in Group D with a 91-80 victory. They'll come back tomorrow night to see if Nanterre can tie them with 8 wins and 3 losses in the Basketball Champions League. But right now, as we leave the game tonight, Besiktas will be top. There are the statistics. Just 29% for three-point range for CEZ Nymburk, 50% for Besiktas, and then that domination on the glass. It was evened up by a number of those 11 offensive rebounds from CEZ Nymburk coming in the fourth quarter when the game was essentially done. It is a good victory here for the Turkish team, who, as I said, will now move to 8 wins and 3 losses. They will await to see if Nanterre can match that record tomorrow night. CEZ Nymburk will drop to 7 wins and 4 losses as we see our scorers from today's game. Now, a host of individuals with some great performances here tonight. Look down the numbers on the Besiktas team. Al Clark, 15 points and 9 rebounds, near to a double-double. He was joined it by 15 points by Adams, who had 6 rebounds and 4 assists to go with it. Strawberry led with 18 points and 6 assists. Sapahi, 14, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. And then Shanley, 10 points and 6 rebounds as well. So there is the Group D standings I've been talking about. It is Besiktas 8-3 to take a step ahead. Nanterre will be facing off tomorrow night against Ostend in Belgium to see if they can tie them 8-3 at the top of Group D. But both these two teams still very much within the key spots, those top 4 positions for qualifications into the playoff stages. Well, it's been a pleasure to be with you from Istanbul here tonight as Besiktas return to winning ways after the disappointment of defeat last week. They move to 8-3 after a strong performance here and take the game over CEZ Nymburk 91-80. Also, good night. Leave you with some highlights from the game as you have the opportunity to stay with us on live basketball and watch more Basketball Champions League action coming to you here tonight.